Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Let's Play Siralim Ultimate. Last episode we made our triumphant return to regular realm delving. In this episode we're going to continue, and hopefully we have similar luck to what we had last episode. Last episode we found two skins and one card. It's highly unusual to find more skins than cards because skins are extremely rare. So that was something to celebrate. We also changed up some of our cosmetics last episode, specifically the cosmetic for our main character who now has the Darth Maul double-bladed lightsaber. In fact, who is Darth Maul himself. And that's perfect because since the start I've been going for a red and black color scheme, and who is redder and blacker than Darth Maul? Am I right? And we also, and this is actually something that I really am glad that we were able to do, we fixed up the cosmetic for our Dread White, because earlier on when we fused him, we had him under the default one where for some reason the lightsaber doesn't appear as red in the moving around like these images. It shows him as holding a red lightsaber in this big portrait, but not in the small ones where you're actually moving around on the map. And just on a whim, I was like, maybe let's try this one. And lo and behold, it worked. Not only do we get the glowing red lightsaber, but even the rest of it, it looks a lot better. Let's do one more comparison. Now this one, he looks kind of just grayish, which is fine, but in this one looks more like black with some subtle red highlights, and I think it just looks so much cooler. So I'm definitely happy with that. Eventually we'll do some other changes for our other characters. Eventually, my philosophy with cosmetic changes is it really only feels special if you then allow the cosmetic to stick around for a while, and then you get used to it. So maybe after another 5-6 episodes we'll try a different cosmetic for a different creature in our party. But for now, I think all of these dudes look cool. With all of that said, let's jump into a random realm. Before we jump into a random realm, let's make sure we're running all our projects. Yes, we are. Our Rune of Prophecies, I'm stubbornly holding out hope that we'll encounter a dumpling. It should happen. Usually they're not that rare, but you know what? We'll keep going until the dumpling shows up. I am prepared to wait. And right, we're in here. And what are we dealing with in this realm? No extra traits, so that's good. Let me make sure that our correct macros are being used. And let's go. Let's go. And we're gone. We're good. And let's see, we've got to cleanse a chest, which means the first chest we come across will, instead of just being a regular chest giving us loot, will instead throw us into a bit of combat and get some good rewards out of that as well. Ooh, spawned some nemesis creatures. Don't like these champions just because they are, of course, immune to all buffs. Sorry, immune to all debuffs. I I don't like them as a concept. Agile creatures I'm grudgingly okay with. Annoying as they are. Where? Don't understand why these guys... God, that was so annoying. Why? I don't understand why these guys were so tanky. Is it because of their race? Like the Valkyrie thing? It might have been. Because everyone else seems to be fairly cooperative and getting killed straight away. Yeah, it must have just been something to do with their racial characteristics. There we go. There's the cursed chest. And the realm quest is done. And does the chest itself give us better loot? That I'm not sure about. It might just be that it gives you a regular chest's worth of loot. Or it might be that the game actually does recognize that it's a special kind of chest and give you something a little bit extra. Hard to say. Hard to say. Anyway. If we come across the candle, I will be doing some summoning since this is a fairly friendly realm in terms of, hey, one more of these guys. And even before it's like gave us the notification, I could already see that it had spawned a chest, so I knew what was coming. I kind of wish it had spawned a dumpling so we could at least complete that, but you know what? It's okay, we will have other chances, although at this point I'm like, this is time that we could be spending making progress on a new Rune of Prophecies, but at the same time, just for finding one dumpling, we could significantly increase the rewards we're getting out of this one. So I don't know. It's hard to say. Hard to say. There's an argument to be made that we should just hand it in. I tell you what. If by the time we have our next boss fight, I still haven't found a dumpling, at that point I'll hand in the Rune of Prophecies. Hey! Well, that's good. Our first card drop for the episode, once again, came early. This is a Watcher card. No partial bonus, but brings us closer to 700 cards. Which is another lovely little milestone. Ooh, and also... You know what? I'll kill this person first. But I said I would summon people at the candle, and then I got distracted by something. And then I didn't do it, so let me do it now. We are on page 11, I think. Page 12, alright. We're page 12 of the candle, which is different than the bestiary. It does, for some reason, it doesn't display the same number of creatures per page, which always bugs me. So, like, you can't compare one-to-one from candle pages to bestiary pages, which is kind of annoying. But anyway, we've already gotten one card draw for the episode, so we've already satisfied my, you know, sort of minimum requirement for what I would consider as a successful episode when it comes to loot. But like I said, there's no reason you gotta stop at the bare minimum. So let's see if maybe we can get a little bit more. I don't know if we'll have the very good luck we had last episode with multiple skin drops, but you never know. You never do know. Right, nothing there. Nothing here. Who are you? Oh, I thought that was gonna be the master, but that's just an NPC giving us loot. Where is the master then? Like, where are you, dude? There you are. That's a very out of the way place, Mr. Vindeliar, the spell main master. Nevertheless, you were hiding, but I found you, and now I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna get level 10 with spell main mastery. I don't know if you read this one before. Spell mains have a unique ability to draw power from spells, having devastating follow-up attack. Good for you. Good for you, dude. Centaurs are annoying as always, but let's do another Clayman and wind up a really powerful attack, and then hit them like this. And then I think these corpse explosions... Well, before we even got to the corpse explosions, we killed them with a nice star pact. That's level 10 with those guys, and now we can transmogrify into spell mains. So that's good, I guess. Let's fight our way through some more centaurs and make our way towards this buried treasure. Yeah, and get our achievement for hang on, what? Oh, there was a buried treasure thing as well, right. Well, suddenly this Rune of Prophecies is a little bit less, you know, less meager than it was. But I still want to get this dumpling. I'm fully into sunk cost fallacy mode, where I'm like, oh, I've already spent so much time looking for this dumpling. I want to find this dumpling. Like, the smart thing to do would be to just hand in the Rune of Prophecies, which, how many lines have we even completed? I don't even know. The dumplings shouldn't be that difficult to find, which is the other thing, aside from sunk cost fallacy, that's keeping me on this foolhardy mission. But like, RNG being RNG, sometimes things just don't go your way. Anyway, let's head on. I'll kill one more person. Don't need to kill every single person running around, but we'll kill a few of them. There we go. And let's make our way to a new realm. 358 is a decent amount to take into another random realm. Astral Gallery, and we've got to subdue creatures. They're fused with Nyx, which is highly annoying because occasionally we're just gonna be silenced. That sucks, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Please stop, dude. Please stop, dude. There we go. Nothing, another of those. That's okay. Sorry for destroying that bookshelf. It was in my way. Oh yeah, and in addition, they also have a chance to resist damage. Just making themselves extra annoying. Oh my god, man. The silence really is bothering me quite a bit. Have we donated? No. Yes, we have. I'm not a huge fan of this realm. If I'm being completely honest. If I were reviewing this realm on Yelp, it would be 2 stars at the most. I'd maybe raise it to 3 stars if I find a card. The chances of that happening are slim. Especially considering I would probably prefer not to do any farming in this realm, although so far it hasn't been that bad. So maybe I should be giving this realm more of a chance. And there's another Pando Shrine. Oh, and the creature turns aggressive. The damage resistance is also pretty annoying. I really wish you'd summoned a dumpling, but I'm getting it just as... Fuck off, what? No. What trait do those guys with the big shields have? They're not shield bearers, although I know they look kind of similar. They clearly have some sort of a... Hang on, let me look this up. So they're Valkyrie something. After your creatures are attacked, they recover health. I see. That's why their health keeps jumping around so crazily every time these creatures are in the party. That explains a lot. Anyway, let's go after these guys. Let me just do this. Just to get a bit of extra oomph. Take these guys out a little bit quicker. Hey! Ooh, a trait on this one. The trait is called Paramount. And it was rarity 347. After this creature takes damage, it has a 2% chance to cast one of its spells. For each spell that has been cast by all creatures in the battle, can only activate once per turn. That is very convoluted. I don't know if I would ever use that trait, but it might be one of those traits that's just there as an enemy trait to make battles more chaotic when you're fighting against enemies with that trait, as opposed to something that players are meant to use. But I don't know, I guess if you really wanted to, if you went out of your way, you could build something around a trait like that. But I wouldn't really use it myself. Anything that doesn't guarantee stuff and just depends on randomness wouldn't really build my party around something like that. Anyway, we gotta do a little bit of this action. Oh, what? Oh, they're nexus. They're fused with nexus, so we can't gain any stats. But we can still punch them to death. But still, that was really annoying. They're fused with nexus, so... And they happen to have the Nyx in their party, stopping us from gaining stats. We get the 8th achievement for the Master of Seraphs. Please stop. Thank you. Alright, take out these dudes. And let's go here, nothing there. Grab that, grab this. That's summoned even more creatures. And nothing there. I guess I will summon a few creatures or when I find the candle. That's the final creature, and this one agreed to leave peacefully. wise choice on its part. Right, hopefully there's a little bit more loot to be found. Indeed there is. And even more over there. Get some favor with news. There's the candle right there. I guess I just didn't... It didn't register to me that we found the candle when we walked past it. But there it is. Probably because there's another candle right next to it. I know that doesn't make sense. But probably I was like, ooh, I got distracted by this other candle and then got to do the thing. So let's get some Centaur Hans on the field. And the exit is right there. So we're not going to be killing that many of them. Because I don't want to be like spending too much time in any individual realm. And we always making progress, always going deeper. The deeper you go, the better things get. It gets you closer to your next boss fight. Nether bosses, you need to fight for the achievements, and false gods, you need to fight for the anointments. Plus, they are good sources of loot as well. Before I just duck out of this realm, let me just punch a few of these dudes. The damage avoidance is, as always, highly irritating. So far, though, these guys haven't caused tremendous problems for us. It would be a 25% times 25% times 25%. So 25% is 1/4. 1/4 cubed would be 1 out of 64. So about a like a 1.5, 1.6% chance that 3 times in a row they would if my math is correct, that 3 times in a row they would avoid damage from all 3 hits from the Rabbit Dementia. And I guess we are doing potentially a full clear. It's not a huge realm, so might as well take a few shots at these guys. Yeah, we should adhere to best practices. The best practices mean being whatever gets you the most loot in the shortest amount of time. That guy he got 2 in a row, but he didn't get the 3rd damage avoidance. That would have really annoyed me quite a bit. With 1 enemy left, no doubt we'll come across him. There we go. And I think it's time for us to move on. Hand in a project first. No sign of a dumpling, though. We're getting more keys, though. That's good. How many keys are we at? 149. Yeah, it's gonna be a long time before we have the number of keys needed. Oh god, we need so many keys. It's not even funny the number of keys that we need. 430 though. Oh, but we're debuffed with silence, and we're gonna have King Andric to fight. in the arachnid nest. We can deal with silence though. Hey! Oh, it's a triple master fight. It's a triple master fight. I can see that 2 of them are not special masters though, but that's okay. The Elite 3. So what we should do is we should do Greater Dispel. And do Entangling Roots, I guess. And let's do some more of this. I think we're good. There we go. Not quite. Not quite. Let's do it like this. So 1 down. You get some loot out of you. Some loot from the chests. And none of them are special masters. That's okay. That's okay. Right, so. Three masters in a row is still good. Plus all of this loot from the chests. Oh no, that sucks, but we can do this. We can do this. And we can do a bit of this. Not quite enough to kill, but enough to do this. And we get some loot out of you, and we get 4 different chests. None of them with anything interesting. And the final one, the Might Master once again. Do a Greater Dispel. Once again follow up with some Entangling Roots. This time, let's just go put all our eggs in the Dread-White basket. I think he can wipe them out if we give him a chance to shine. Gems being sealed is annoying, but it's okay. Do a bit of this as well, and do a bit of that. Some loot out of you, and 6 chests. Ooh, this one does not have a trait, so we're gonna be disposing of it at the end. Oh, this one I don't need to take a picture of because it's below 170. Yeah, okay. I mean, it was worth it just for the fact that you get to open 12 chests. And it also gives you a chance to come across some of the rare masters. Obviously, if there's 3 of them in a room, you know, that's 3 times the chances. Okay, that's annoying. They're fused with mites, which is kind of dumb. But luckily, we already have our anti-resurrection stuff equipped in the form of Firestarter and Burn Their Corpses. So we don't have to worry too much about that. Right, another nether stone. Alright, I'll happily destroy that one as well. take you guys out. Alright, anything down here? Not... Well, the nether boss is down there. Before I take the nether boss out, because this is kind of an annoying realm, I want to make sure that I at least have the enemies snared. Just because I don't want to... Like, there's no reason to make these battles more difficult for yourself than they need to be. Another Pando Shrine. We're almost done finding nether realms. This dumpling, man, has evaded us for so long. Handful of trinkets. I mean, emblems are fine, I guess. Emblems are okay. Don't mind finding them. Alright. Creatures attack. That's okay. Get some loot out of you. Take out these dudes. Poisoned. Bleeding, but no snare so far. So we are gonna have to find the final shrine. Another mimic. You can't do anything. Creatures burst out, that's okay. No loot out of you, that's fine. Alright. Where's the candle? There's the snare. There's the snare. Get some loot out of those, out of that cocoon. And we may... Actually, you know what? I want to fight the boss first. I don't want to... I want to fight the boss while I still have my non-ethereal spell gems. You were also going down thanks to the instant kill from the eggs. Oh, and here's another nether stone. That's gonna be ground up unceremoniously at the end of the episode. And let's find our friend King Andric. Now this is all manner of creatures here, because he's always got a horde of minions. That's his shtick. So the key is gonna be hitting him with indirect damage, because we don't want his stupid minions to be doing any stupid things. Let's make sure that they don't take any turns, though. Yep, see, this is... Fuck off, Meraxis, you idiot. You moron. Are you gonna resurrect? You're... You frickin' moron. You... You fucking moron. no, the fucking Ridelings. Ah, fuck off, dude. And now I'm wasting so many turns bringing Miraxus back. Ah, God. I mean, we won in the end, but it was pretty dumb. I need a drink of water. Yeah, it was pretty dumb. Piece of garbage netherstone and nothing from that, and the goblet is full as well, and we've killed Andric for the 9th time. Would have been a lot easier if we'd had Shimmer, but we got rid of Shimmer a while back just to make ourselves more offensively oriented. Specifically, cutting through enemy resurrections. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna be true to my word. The dumpling didn't show up. The dumpling could literally show up in the next realm, but at some point you have to give up, you have to let go of your sunk cost fallacy, your sunk cost reasoning, and you've got to make the correct choice. The correct choice is to turn in the Rune of Prophecies. Only 7 lines completed, less than 50,000. But at least now we have a new Rune of Prophecies with no arena combat. That's good. Don't have to worry about those. Okay, easy. Okay, what do we gotta do? Win battles. Alright. Complete a raid. We're already doing that. 2 experiment missions are not gonna happen. Kino can do that. Goblet of Trials is about to be fulfilled right now. Favor with the gods. I tell you what, let's just go play some Kino. Then we'll come back and we'll hand in the Goblet of Trials. No reason not to do it. Yeah, this was Kino, right? Yeah. So this should... Like, I usually win at least something whenever I play Kino. It's very rare to get through this winning literally nothing. And here we go. Yeah, got some notoriety out of that. Completed a couple of tasks. And another task incoming. Any second now. Nearly 30,000. Okay. And I am going to have to roll this once again. We'll roll it once. Just on the off chance that I don't have to pause. And of course, it wasn't what we wanted it to be, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause the episode and I'll be back once I have rolled this Goblet of Trials, right? See you in just a moment. Right, that took about 3 minutes, which is quite a lot of time to be spending just rolling that. I mean, I'm not just sitting here doing that and nothing else. I'm watching stuff on my phone, you know, replying to friends, that kind of thing. But that is a bunch of time that I'm at a certain point, I'm just telling you straight up, at a certain point I am gonna give up on rolling the Goblet of Trials, and I will be relying solely on the Rune of Prophecies and crushing netherstones for getting piety. Just so you know, as at a certain point it will happen. Maybe in the far future, when we have hopefully made viable builds for other classes, not just viable builds, but strong, powerful builds that are capable of clearing Realm depth. God, I hate the fact that we're fighting golems because pumpkins are really annoying. But it's not... Okay, it's not infested with golems. There are going to be other creatures as well. Right. But in the far, far future, when we have all of the ascensions unlocked, we will hopefully have powerful builds for other classes as well. And then instead of rolling the Goblet of Trials until we get one specific class on it, we can just switch to any of our other, you know, myriad powerful builds. And maybe we won't have one for every single class. But if we have, let's say, out of the 40 classes, powerful builds even for 15 of them, it'll make rolling the Goblet of Trials a much less time-consuming affair for me, just because of the numbers involved. Listen, even having one more class, right, even like just one more would make a huge difference. Okay, do we need to answer Riddle Dwarf questions? We don't. So I'll just answer this myself. Tartareth rules over the torture chamber, so we got it right anyway. And I guess we completed the realm quest, so good for us. Alright, punch these dudes. Left and right, nothing. Okay. Alright. More golems. The pumpkins, man. Don't like them. Okay, I gotta take a picture of this one as well. All of this is just more piety for us. More piety for us. And eventually we will have to spend that piety. But for now, you know, let's just accumulate as much of it as we can. Just amassing it. It's not gonna go anywhere. It's not like suddenly there's gonna be a piety tax implemented. That would be horrible. Yeah, I don't think there's any compelling reason to spend it unless we absolutely need to, or if we really feel like there's something we want. All right. Done. Take these guys out. Take these dudes out. Have we found the candle? I don't think so. So, when we do find the candle, I wouldn't mind doing a bit of summoning. Also, let me take a look at how much time we've spent so far. 44 minutes, right? That's decent. Decent. There's the candle. Nothing on the left or the right. Ooh, these phoenixes are all dead. I'm pretty sure phoenixes have at least one resurrection-related trait among them. You know, given the like the stereotype about phoenixes rising from the ashes. yeah, might as well get some more Centaur Hans summoned. Maybe one of them is going to be generous enough to drop their card. But even if not, we've already found one card this episode, so... So that's good enough, even if we don't get anything else. Right, this is a very crowded place. Who are you? You're the Watcher Master. Watchers are intelligent creatures, excel at capitalizing on opponent weaknesses. On top of that, they look really cool. Sorry, but I just don't see a world where you can defeat me. Well, maybe that's because you just haven't looked very hard. Yep. Yeah. The boastful bravado from these masters is always a source of amusement for me. Alright. And I guess you're just a civilian giving us some loot? Good for you, I guess? Or good for me? Yeah, I guess I guess good for me if I'm relieving you of your possessions. Alright, let's go up and around. Whoop, that was quick? Alright. There are more people in this realm. I guess we could fight a couple of them. But I'm inclined to just go back and move on to the next realm. If that's okay with everyone. Well, it depends. I'll take another look, and if we don't have to go around like too many convoluted... Okay, I'm gonna kill these two in this room, but I'm not going all the way around because it is gonna be a bit of a detour. I'm just gonna kill these two, and we'll call it good. Alright, let's go up and out. $409 is good enough to take into a random realm. Caustic Reactor. This is a fun realm. I think it's the music in this realm that I just really like. Ooh, I'm getting an achievement for donating to Venedon. Used with sirens, which is kind of annoying because I do think some of them silence our dudes. But overall, I think we should still be fine. Found the candle early. That's okay. Ooh, that was a harsh amount of damage. Why did you get killed? Oh. Blight. Okay. Yeah, Blight is a huge source of indirect damage. And that reminds me, when we fight Saint Althea, we're gonna have to, especially if we're not using Shimmer, we're gonna have to do something to make sure that we are not too exposed to that blight damage, and of course that means we've got to put on the shadow something, Shadowbringer anointment called Arrogance is Confidence. That's pretty fucked up. But listen, is it really fucked up if I profit materially from it? I mean, think about it. Think about it, Venedon. Oh god. Are we really gonna do another Zantai fight? You know what? I'm feeling a little reckless. I'm just gonna go in. Yeah, I won't be so defeated. Oh god, no. What's going on? Are we fucked? Are we dead? Unstable horror. What? No, sorry. Killed by Sundered and Undone. Now... What? 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 Hang on. Apnea... After a creature's attack, this at the end of each enemy's turn, he's moved to the top of the timeline. Oh, that's not good. I think we're dead. I think we're dead. Yep. We're dead. We finally got beaten fair and square. And of course it was a Zantai fight that did it. Of course. Oh man. We lost out on so much loot. Yeah, see, we didn't have a chance. Oh, we didn't have a chance. I'm gonna go back to the caustic reactor, cause fuck. Oh man. It was bound to happen eventually, especially if we're running around without Shimmer. If I had known specifically that we were fighting like that specific collection of boss properties out of equipped Shimmer, but we didn't know that, and I guess given it was very reckless of me to just jump into that fight like willy-nilly. Oh man, that was a harsh reminder that the game actually is dangerous without Shimmer in play. But given the fact that we've gone... I don't remember what I said. I was like, oh, if we can go this amount of episodes and if we don't die more than once, we're fine. I'm gonna say that the experiment is still successful, because we did succeed, and in the end, we were only killed because we were sort of blindsided by Zantai. Well, blindsided, but also I don't know if there's anything we could have gotten from the realm that could have helped us. Anyway, handful of trinkets, whatever. That does kind of suck. It's been a while since I've felt the sting of legitimately being defeated in battle, but I guess it does serve to keep me humble. Yeah, I shouldn't have been so careless. I should have at least cleared the rest of the realm. Knowing that Zantai fights can be deadly. Especially if there's a thing like, ooh, we'll do 25% of your highest stat, I think, worth of damage every turn, and every turn you get moved to the top of the timeline. Excuse me, let me just remember this. Let me remember this. Nether bosses, Vlora. At the end of move to the top of the timeline, 25% of its highest stat. And one of your other creatures, for good measure, one of your other creatures is moved to the top of the timeline as well. That's... And especially if there's a realm where it's like, ooh, like enemies have double health or something, then that's just even more of a thing. Yeah, I still don't think Vlora is a well-balanced boss. If you want it to be like scripted that the player party takes essentially a fatal amount of damage unavoidably unless they can stack up enough damage reduction, which not many builds can do unless they, well, prior to unlocking Shimmer, unless they have some specific indirect damage reduction. Oh yeah, I could have even, if I had known I was fighting that version of fucking Zantai, I would have even equipped my indirect damage reduction gear. But I didn't know. I didn't know. But yeah. I would change Vlora's trait so that instead of, if you're gonna do it like this, instead of hitting the entire enemy party, it should hit half of the enemy party, 3 out of the 6 creatures. That way you can try to fight her even if you don't have damage reduction stacked up, and you can just try and survive based on how many of your creatures are alive. You can try to make something of it. But the problem with structuring the fight like that is that it's either you've either stacked up enough damage reduction to the point where she can't do anything to you, so it's trivial, or you don't have the damage reduction, or you've been blindsided by Zantai while you didn't have Shimmer equipped, and it's instantly fatal. So a fight where the only options are either it's trivially easy or it's instantly fatal, I don't think is the best. As compared to other Nether bosses which we fought, you know, in the pre-Shimmer era, where it was occasionally difficult and we occasionally got, you know, killed or got close to losing, but we always had a chance, right? We always had a chance. With Vlora, it's either you essentially made yourself immune to all damage, or you are gonna lose in 2 turns, which is not the best. Anyway, let's take out this master, the concoction master. All right, let's do a bit of this action. Maybe go with the battle history. And now we can transmogrify into concoctions. Yay! Woohoo! Woo. We got an achievement for that as well. And we finally completed the realm quest. Okay. Blight. Yoink this. How are we? We've killed all the enemies. Where's the exit? And is it worth sticking around in this realm? I say let's go on to the next realm. Well, let's go back home first, because we're going to be fighting Saint Althea, which means we're going to have to deal with this blight. If there's one thing we've learned from from the lesson that Zantai just taught us, is that it's a whole other game entirely once Shimmer is not being selected as an enchantment. Alright. $353. Also, oh god, Resurrect on Death. And we just took off Firestarter. I'm gonna decline. $390. But fine, man, fine. Oh, Resurrect on Death is really annoying in the Arachnid Nest because for a couple reasons. But we do have ways of dealing with it. This is why we got this. All right. Oh my god, please. That's not a good start. Oh my god, this is pathetic. Two awful rolls. Gems sealed, heal every turn. The Blight is probably gonna kill her, to be honest. Still no sign of any dumplings. Huh. Well, I guess... might as well just pick up all of these little dudes. And the next few fights are going to be annoying just because the realm is going to kill one of our enemies and then it's going to trigger a whole bunch of really dumb corpse explosions. Yep. Oh, even Saint Althea is going to be resurrecting. That's annoying. And there's no way to stop her by setting her on fire due to either a glitch or some like intentional but hidden boss immunity. Man, are you serious? Where are all the good bonuses? Okay. Man. Ooh, whatever. 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 Okay, come on. Sure. Really, we only got one 50% bonus. This is very disappointing. I am not happy with that. There's 2 more enemies. There's 1 more master. Please be a rare master. That would... Fuck off. Really, dude? Well, let's fight Saint Althea first. Let's fight Saint Althea. Let's not summon anybody at the candle. Siren Beguiler. I don't know, man. Sirens are... They're not life. They're not death? Oh, they are life? Okay. Well, we didn't have to answer any Riddle Dwarf questions, so I don't really... Not really that bothered by that. It's not like we needed more Riddle Dwarf game tickets. Alright. Okay, where's... 4 enemies, really? Okay, but here's the Master of the Realm. Alright, so let's do it like this. Nice. If we do a bit of this, well, it's sealed. That sucks. Do a bit of this. And I think we are strong enough to take these guys out, but we should set them on fire first. And there we go. Another win against the elves. Yeehaw. Alright. Let's go down. To you. Yeah, we've got to deal with a lot of this now, because we picked up a... Were they on fire? Huh. Why didn't they resurrect? These guys are gonna resurrect. Were the previous guys set on fire by one of their own teammates or something? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, 2 more enemies. Who the heck knows where they are? We gotta hunt them down though. One of them is probably... Well, one of them is here. Okay. Oh well, nobody's there. Where are you, dude? You're all the way there. Okay. Let's take out the saint, the saintly lady. Let's do a bit of this action. Do a bit of this action. Oh, we can't heal? Oh, did we not select arrogance as confidence? Oh no, what happened? God. We didn't... Huh. Well, I mean, we can try and time walk her to death. Or, I guess we... Whatever, Did I... We gave her a 40% chance to evade damage, which isn't good. And she's resurrecting, which is dumb and annoying. We didn't give her a 10% damage cap, did we? Listen, if we didn't have Arrogance's confidence, we would be taking blight damage, right? Cannot be blighted. Yeah, we would be taking massive blight damage from something like... Oh man. I don't understand. I don't get it. Feign death, I guess. Oh, fucking... Are you serious, dude? Okay. Oh, my Rift Dancer is dead. Oh no, this is not good. And she can't take spell damage, so we need to bring our Rift Dancer back. Feign death is... Oh. Did... What did... What did... What? Did I put... Did I... I must have not put Arrogance's confidence on. So, but like... Life orb, I guess? Oh, the person who... Oh, I'm sorry. The person who has life orb maybe is dead, who knows? But, there we go. I put Shimmer on! Why did I put Shimmer on? I mean, we beat her, but that was a... I must have just put it on from muscle memory. So... 50% of defenses added. I mean, I might take that. Barrier. Retribution. Ill fate. Enemy healing spells have more potency. Apotheosis. Well, let's get the this one. The one about Seraphim. It's a way to gain health, I guess. Does our heaping treasure give us anything? It gives us a nether stone that we're just gonna get rid of. And I guess the good news is, because we made this mistake and we took Shimmer instead of the thing that we actually needed, Arrogance is Confidence, it's gonna make this rematch against Zantai a little bit more a little bit less dangerous, because we have our massive damage reduction back. So what does he do this time? After an enemy attacks, after an enemy casts a spell, the silence, blah blah blah, blah, blah. The start of battle, okay, gains a barrier, don't care. Greater dispel that, please, alright. Fuck you, Zantai. Fuck you. Fuck you, you piece of garbage. Huh, alright. Well, he never got a chance to do any damage to us. So we could have beaten him even without Shimmer. But nevertheless, we were able to do that. Alright, so now that we've done all of this, what are we gonna do? Well, we're gonna do what we usually do, which is we're gonna summon some Centaur Khans, and we're gonna kill this group, and then we're gonna head home. Man, yeah, that was a huge mistake that I made. Why was Shimmer... I think the reason Shimmer was on my mind is because of that earlier Zantai fight where we got killed because of the huge indirect damage we're taking. What the fuck is going on in this battle? Why did we lose our turns? Who knows? Who cares? Anyway, we're done. Yeah, I think it's definitely that earlier Zantai fight was messing with my mind, because we'd gone so long without being, you know, properly beaten in combat. Gone so long without that happening that I was just stunned. And then fighting Saint Althea, like, I knew we had to put on Arrogance as Confidence, but something just made me put on Shimmer instead. Huh. Yeah, it just goes to show you that Vlora's Nether Boss trait, I don't think is well balanced. And I've made this argument before that yes, eventually when your character becomes strong enough, all of the false gods, all of the Nether bosses become trivial. But there's a middle phase when you're getting stronger, where you're where it's not a cakewalk, and where you've got to decide what to do. The boss can kill you depending on how the battle goes. You can kill the boss depending on how the battle goes. There's an element of mystery and suspense. With Vlora, there's no suspense. Either she does no damage to you, or she kills you and there's nothing you can do about it. And what's good about this game is that most of the bosses don't have this. Most of the bosses are, at least in that middle phase, when you don't have all your anointments unlocked, when you don't have all your traits unlocked, when you don't necessarily have a whole lot of great nether stones, when you don't have all of your creatures unlocked, and there are parts of your build that are not yet in place, most of the nether bosses are still beatable. Dangerous, but beatable. Vlora, she either kills you or she does nothing. And that, I think, you know... It's to the game's credit that I think she's the only nether boss that I feel this way about. Is there any other boss fight? Oh yeah, the Gonfurion Gate of the Gods fight is another one that I really don't like. More because of just what a big troll that fight ends up being. Alright. Let me check something. Whatever. Alright. Final enemy coming up. Now we're done. Let's just take one last look around the realm. Nothing left to find. Now let's just head home. Gotta set a new bounty. How long have we been going? An hour 21. That's okay. We did have to partially redo a realm on account of our earlier ass kicking at the hands of Zantai. Alright, let's take Shimmer back off. Let's put a fire starter back on. We could take Onslaught off and put Shimmer on, but then we'd lose 40% damage. I don't lose damage, man. I don't want to lose damage. Like, it's a double... And if we take this off and put Shimmer on, we're losing a bit of damage reduction and then putting on more, so it's not even going to be that big of a thing. I don't want to lose Singleton. I definitely don't want to... Singleton's the most important anointment. Don't want to lose that. The only thing left is Dreadnought. I don't want to lose this either. I'm sorry, but Shimmer, you've got to go. Occasionally we're gonna lose, that's okay, but most of the other... Occasionally we'll lose, everything else is gonna be made much more convenient. I think that's a good trade-off. Even if it sucks when we lose, it's fine. So we didn't get the anointment that we wanted, but I don't want to fight Saint Althea again just because she's annoying. You know what, let's haven't fought Lloyd Prime in a while. Yeah, let's go after you. And let's roll roll this. See, why isn't the Goblet of Trials like this? Like, the portal doesn't save the entire game every single time you roll. Why can't the goblet just be like this? If the goblet was like this, I wouldn't have to like pause the game and potentially spend up to 10 minutes rolling every time. Okay, that's acceptable. And, ooh, yeah, we've also got to get rid of our nether stones. Before I forget. So, got you, and you. And now the rest of them are gonna have to be looked up one at a time, starting with Glossy Jewel Rarity 264. A Lustrous Globe Rarity 228. A Glowing Ornament Rarity 238. A Sparkling Bijou Rarity 288. And that's about it, I do believe. How much? Ooh, 1.72 million piety. We really should spend it on something, but I wanna listen. I wanna save up a little bit more. Let's just save up a little bit more. But anyway, I think that is gonna be just about it for this episode. Let's reflect on what we accomplished. What achievements did we get? We fought a few more masters, took a few more of them to level 10. We beat King Andric for the 9th time. And we got an achievement for donating to Venedon, which was pretty good. We found one card. That was the only really interesting piece of loot that we found. It took us to 694. No skins, but that's okay. We found 2 skins last episode, which is fantastic. And yeah, I think all in all, it was a decent episode. I guess I should address the fact that we also got killed in totally legitimate combat by Zantai. Well, I say legitimate combat, but I have been on record as saying that I don't think Vlora's boss trait is a good boss mechanic. Let's just say Zantai beat us technically using a thing that's in the game, and we'll leave it at that. And we actually got a rematch against him, I think in the very next realm, or the realm after that. And that time we took him out as well. So I think that's the second time Zantai's beaten us, second or third maybe, I don't know. We've had a pretty good run against Zantai, and well, you know, hopefully it continues. But even if it doesn't, we've gotten all of the achievements out of him that we need, so we're good. We're fine. But yeah, I think that is gonna be all for this one. How many keys are we at? God, it's going up so slowly. Oh, it's gonna take so long. But you know what? It's gonna take long, but one day we will one day we will get there. Anyway, with all of that said, with all of that done, it's time for me to say thank you so much for watching. Hope you've had a good time. Hope you've enjoyed it, and hope you'll join me in the next episode as well. And until then, take care.